The TVWan News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
And Lay City dwellers into finals. Leaders of Gulf Province are not happy with the ministerial determination for the Papua LNG landowners and are demanding a fair process. This comes a week after Minister for Petroleum and Energy Karen Gakua announced the gazettal of the ministerial determination of identification of landowner beneficiaries. Minister Kua at the announcement said the determination was the result of detailed studies landowner identification carried out by Total Energies and verified by the department.
In a statement, Gulf Province Governor Sir Chris Haiveta, Member for Kikori Open and Minister for Provincial and Local Level Government Soro Yoe, and Member for Kerema, who is also the Vice Minister for Petroleum and Energy Thomas Opa, condemned the manner in which the ministerial determination for the Papua LNG project was made. The leaders raised concerns about the social mapping and landowner identification process, landowner benefits identification process, and lack of consultation and disrespectful leadership, they say. The leaders are demanding an immediate extension of the objection period to 60 days. However, the law only allows for 28 days from the date the ministerial declaration is signed by the minister responsible, in this case, Karen Gakua. They are also demanding the revision of the ministerial determination, a review and correction of the SMLIS report, accountability from the Department of Petroleum and Energy, and are also calling for the Prime Minister to intervene and address these concerns. The consequences outlined by the leaders if their concerns are not raised include project delays and derailment and legal action.
Treasury Minister Ling Staki told international investors that PNG is already a great place to invest and is getting even better with better economic policies. He made this statement during the 2023 Resources and Energy Investment Conference in Sydney, Australia recently.
Treasurer Ling Staki says foreign direct investment can add to PNG's growth potential. He described the Maraperoso government as a reformist government and will continue to reform the economy of the country. He said behind the government's ambitious economic reform program, they have the support of the International Monetary Fund, who were invited to ensure transparency and accountability is maintained. The Treasurer further stressed that PNG's rate of fiscal consolidation of 1 billion kina per annum, or 1% of GDP, places PNG in the top 20% of all countries. He said the country's current debt level are sustainable and are in fact lower than Australia's when subnational debts are considered. He also mentioned that the government will not be competing for more loans and crowding out investments, as this will help keep downward pressure on interest rates and inflation. Freddie Mo, TVWan News.
Digital PNG Financial Services Limited, or DFSL, through its mobile money service branded CellMoney and ClickX, have formed a partnership to provide CellMoney customers access to international money transfer. Through this partnership, CellMoney's vast customer base will be able to receive money transfers from Australia and New Zealand directly to their CellMoney wallet via the ClickX online portal. Speaking at the announcement, Digital PNG Chief Financial Officer and Acting Chief Executive Officer Ketan Mehta said Digicel was thrilled to partner with ClickX and said this is another milestone in DFSL's commitment to expand the CellMoney product portfolio with innovative solutions that enhance customer satisfaction and experience. If CellMoney customers are expecting to receive transfers from Australia and New Zealand, they need to inform their family and friends to use ClickX to send them the cash in order for them to receive the money instantly into their CellMoney wallet. Police have apprehended a man from Keria village in Central Province on Tuesday after he was caught planting marijuana. The suspect, who has also been alleged to have been involved in other crimes in the area. He is now being detained at the 15-mile police station.
According to the police, the suspect was brought to Port Moresby and detained at the 15-mile police station, waiting to be formally charged. Central Provincial Police Commander Chief Inspector Laimo Asi confirmed that 28 marijuana plants were uprooted by the police after being tipped off by the village leaders. PPC said the marijuana plants were growing in its food garden amongst peanuts and cows. The marijuana plants were uprooted and taken back to Port Moresby to use as exhibits to charge him. The PPC added that police have also received reports from the village leaders from those areas that they were threatened by the suspect, who had been very violent in the village. Some of them had been victims of assault, threats and intimidation, and they felt that he was a danger to the community. As he said, the village people were satisfied following the arrest of the suspect and promised to work closely with the police to report others who are believed to be involved in similar activities. Tracy Pa, TVWan News.
An elated Ramsey Pariwa walked out of the National Courthouse in Madang after his case with former Brigadier General Jerry Singorok was dismissed by Justice Cannings. A relieved Pariwa will now focus on delivering services to his people.
Ramsey Pariwa has to go through a number of court challenges for candidates disputing his win. After 2 years of handling court battles, the verdict on the final case was delivered early this week, dismissing the election petition case filed by Jerry Singorok. Mr. Singorok challenged the election of Ramsey Pariwa on the ground of errors and omissions by officers of the Election Commission during counting and scrutiny, relying on Section 2181 of the Organic Law and national and local level government elections. Singorok claimed that each category of errors and omissions affected the result of the election and sought relief from the court to declare Pariwa's election null and void. After much deliberation and assessment of evidence portrayed during the trial, Justice David Cannings dismissed the petition.
The court found now that the scrutiny was correct because the petitioner alleged that the scrutiny was improper and irregular, and there were inflation of unaccounted votes. But the court found now that the votes were all accounted for, the scrutiny was properly done, and dismissed the petition.
According to Justice Cannings, Singorok proved an error on the part of officers of the Election Commission in the counting of the number of informal votes. The judge acknowledged that it was a significant error and was a breach of Section 154 of the Organic Law. The error was magnified by the refusal by the returning officer and the assistant returning officer to comply with repeated requests from scrutineers, including the petitioner's chief scrutineer, to subject the informal votes to a quality check, and by the unexplained increase of 1,763 in the number of informal votes upon the resumption of counting on the afternoon of Sunday, 13th August 2022. However, Justice Cannings in the judgment stated that this was not enough for Singorok to prove that such an error occurred. In citing previous cases, the judge said the petition was based on Section 21891 of the Organic Law and must prove that the error affected the result of the election. Judge Cannings therefore ruled that there was no good reason for the election to be declared void or for any alternative relief and dismissed the case. Madang Governor Ramsey Pariwa welcomed the court's decision.
Now this court is ended. I assure you that by next year, because it's December now, we will start afresh and start anew.
Tracy Pa, TVWan News.
This is TVWan News. When we return, NCD Police Parade and PNG advancements commended.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
Enjoying life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Hot and talk, young or old, a scale family meal with home. We'll bring out the smiles cause it's our favorite from us. Tennessee cola, scale rice, long scale price. Tennessee cola, scale rice, long scale price. Amber, you like it?
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakaru, get up and big smile on face. Time for kim chicken, a great fumu too. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Magic, the taste PNG loves.
The Toyota JD Hiace bus comes in 14 and 15-seater high-roof luxury model powered by 2.8 liters JD engine for optimal performance output, fuel efficiency and quietness, designed with improved safety features and easy maneuverability for tire steering angle. The Hiace lift suspension and annular frame structure is opted for smooth ride, comfort and safety. Experience the ride on the Hiace bus and experience the Hiace pride, the bus that exceeds all expectations.
Right across the nation, we eat snacks crackers. Emi trupla. All get a young planalapun, only like him snacks crackers. Only make him here, no PNG, one-time lay biscuit company. It's crunchy and tasty. It's irresistible.
Hello, WWE Universe. This is WWE Superstar Shayna Baszler, the Queen of Spades. I'm here to set it all on fire. Watch WWE on Digicel TV.
This season, the Bunce family are taking the ultimate risk.
There's no investors, there's no third party.
We're paying for it ourselves.
We have to find some good jade.
The stakes are high.
Joshua!
And every decision is their own.
Time and money is everything. That's how important it is.
Hit it!
Rush, 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 move, move, move.
It's all or nothing.
If we don't mine this year, we have no next year.
Jade Fever. All new season coming soon on Outdoor.
Welcome back. The Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary is rebranding its operations to make policing services more community-oriented. This new approach is to ensure police officials are disciplined when providing police services to the community. Acting Commissioner for Police Policy and Planning, Dr. Philip Mitna, revealed this during the NCD year parade for the Sector Patrol, Unit 100, 200 and 300 today.
When speaking to the NCD end of year parade for the sector patrol units 100, 200 and 300, the Acting Commissioner for Police Policy and Planning, Dr. Philip Mitna, said the RPNGC police in NCD will now take a new approach towards conducting policing services in the city by engaging policemen and women in the community.
So it's now rebranding. You have the new label, the new look, and the new approach to policing, more or less community policing oriented.
Mitna said as part of the new approach, disciplinary action will be enforced in the police force to ensure that the perception of the community towards the police force is changed.
Full of the excellent work that you do, not only the sector patrol but the stations. But at the same time, we are conscious of the disciplinary gaps. In the recent past, we've been on media for the wrong reasons. And I'm sure the NCD Central Command and his team have taken steps to address the issue.
Mitna urged the police officers to ensure that they do what is right and not to do things outside of the law.
Do what is right. Do what is consistent with law. At the end of the day, it's not us who will be defending you in a court of law. It's you alone. So basically do what is right, what is consistent with law. Refrain from the ill discipline, refrain from what cannot be defended by law.
Assistant Commissioner for NCD or Central Commander Anthony Wagambi Jr. outlined the challenges the police officers in NCD deal with and urged them to abide by the law and practice good policing duty despite these challenges.
Challenges we face with the manpower, which is declining. And you almost the government, now executive, that we have recommenced recruitment of our policemen and women coming in, but it will take some time for us to build that number up to what is expected by the government. So you may work strong. We have to be impartial in carrying out our duties. We must be honest. We must carry out our duties with integrity and honesty at all times. You must win in hearts and minds of people. The community is our strength. Without them, we will not be able to achieve our task.
Tracy Pa, TVWan News.
Commander of the U.S. Transportation Command Air Force General Jacqueline Van Ovost has recognized Papua New Guinea Defence Force's advancements in gender inclusivity within its ranks, underscoring the country's emergence as a regional beacon for women's peace and security. This acknowledgement was made recently during her Indo-Pacific tour.
U.S. Transportation Command Commander Air Force General Jacqueline Van Ovost engaged with senior Papua New Guinea Defence Force leaders to further action on the U.S. PNG Defence Cooperation Agreement and celebrated the island's commitment to readiness and regional stability. Van Ovost says the dialogue with PNG's gender focal points and advisors in uniform was truly inspiring, stating that they are trailblazers who exemplify the united effort to build a more inclusive and empowered defense force. Members of the PNGDF received specialized training from March 21st to 23rd to improve gender equity and equality within its operations. The training was designed to address and reduce gender-based violence and improve gender-centric considerations in response to crises, including natural disasters. The course included participants from a variety of PNGDF carrier fields, such as military police, engineering, chaplains, and medical and health services. During the training, 30 PNGDF officers comprised of both men and women learned how to integrate gender considerations effectively into military planning and operations, especially in response to natural disasters.
It was all smiles for the residents of the Cheshire homes as Trukai Industries brought them some Christmas fun. Brand ambassadors of Trukai like Chef Jules Henao, PNG weightlifter Dekatoa, and East Street Fitness joined Trukai in celebrating Christmas with the Cheshire Disability Services.
Joins the Cheshire Disability Services to close off the year. According to the General Manager for Cheshire Disability Services, Benson Hahambu, Cheshire started off 2023 with Trukai support and is ending the year with Trukai.
Trukai Industries opened us this year with something that I was always thinking of, and they gave us the signboard outside there. Thank you. That became our first change for this year. And then throughout the year we were working within ourselves in the system, building our systems.
Ambassadors for Trukai Industries were also present to share and celebrate Christmas with these special people. It was an entirely new experience for some brand ambassadors.
It's always a privilege and an honor from the Healthy Food Code to come and spend the day with residents and the guests and the staff of Cheshire Disability Services. You guys are an amazing group of people. You are a great example of perseverance, determination and strength.
It's a celebration period, and I've never been to one of these events, and this is the first of its kind, and I always wanted to work with people with disability, and hopefully we can, in the future, when I retire and hang up my boots, I'd like to work with physically to help our brothers and sisters.
During the holiday season, Cheshire will have 20 volunteer students from tertiary schools to assist with more physical work to keep the Cheshire home clean and colorful, including the gardens. Jasmine Irojak, TVWan News.
And now the finance news. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2685 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2610, $0.3891 Australian dollars, $0.2322 euro, and 36.71 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, all closed higher except copper and crude oil closed the day lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, ASX closed higher, and all ordinaries closed higher as well. You're watching TVWan News. We'll have news abroad when we come back. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy paid units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
When you're spending time with family, when you've got a big day ahead, when you have given it all you've got, when you're putting on a feast, that's when you want the best. That's when you want flame rice. New flame rice. Win him, Olgeta.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
Quick favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare and fast to cook. And with a touch of flavor and ingredients, quality noodles that can be cooked and enjoyed in many different ways. You see, my whole family loves it. It's made here in PNG and comes in different pack sizes. Snacks noodles, tastier but you like it more.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Lager, Bunyamyumi.
He's seen as a table legend.
That is delicious.
Join Tommy Gomes in a tasty culinary voyage.
Holy mackerel. Did I just say that? We're exploring where your quality American seafood comes from. Quality is key. The uglier the fish, the better it tastes.
Take a deep dive into America's commercial fishing culture. The Fishmonger. First and exclusive. Coming soon on Outdoor.
Welcome back. To overseas, after COP28's central document was approved on Wednesday, Samoa's lead delegate delivered a critical assessment of the agreement's flaws and pointed out the Pacific Islands delegates were not even in the room when the deal was done. ABC News reports that COP28 President Sultan Al Jaber gavelled approval of the global stocktake, which says how off track the world is on climate and how to get back on within minutes of opening the session and without asking for comments. Samoa's lead delegate Anne Rasmussen, representing the Alliance of Small Island States, spoke up moments later that they had no final say on the agreement. In comments she had expected to deliver before the agreement was finalized, Ms. Rasmussen went on to say it had some positive elements, but included what she described as a litany of loopholes. She said the course correction that is needed has not been secured, and the deal could potentially take the Pacific backward rather than forward. A Melbourne tradesman has been jailed for 22 years after he kidnapped the children of a former boss and demanded a $1 million ransom. A county court judge described the man's action 2 years ago as terrifying, with police saying it's one of the most unusual cases they've seen.
Abducted from their home and bundled into the boot of the family car, 2 missing kids are the focus of a major police investigation. Officers determined to reunite the 2- and 5-year-olds with their traumatised parents. Within 12 hours, police tracked this man, Jiangang Ji, to a nearby suburb. The boy and girl were also found safe, just as Ji was planning to drive them away in the stolen car.
To be able to deliver the kids to their family, to feel the appreciation that they had, it's something that I know everyone who was involved felt so much reward for it.
Today, Ji was jailed for 22 years for kidnapping, assault and other serious crimes. The county court heard Ji was a disgruntled tradesman who hated his former boss and decided to take revenge by attacking the man's wife, kidnapping their children and making a $1 million ransom demand. The entire ordeal must have been terrifying, County Court Judge Gabrielle Cannon said.
They're holding up. Certainly it's something that's going to stay with them for the rest of their lives.
Around the time of the attack, Ji was facing financial ruin and had lost his job during the pandemic. Down on his luck, he became fixated on getting payback against his old boss, who he believed was a bully and nasty to staff. Ji cried in court as the judge ruled the 38-year-old will have to serve a minimum of 15 years in custody. He's likely to be deported to China once released.
In your career, have you seen a crime as unusual as this one?
Nah, certainly in my time we haven't had one like this, and I certainly hope we don't have it again.
A couple accused of murdering renowned Adelaide Dr. Michael Young has appeared in the Adelaide Magistrates Court. Dr. Young died in hospital last night after being found with severe injuries in his home early Monday morning.
Police arrested 27-year-old Jacinta De Villa and 22-year-old Kerem Mustafa Aden last night after the home invasion and violent assault of one of Adelaide's most prominent doctors in the early hours of Monday. Prosecutors told the court DNA evidence linked the co-accused to the crime scene. The prosecution alleges that evidence including blood-stained clothing and shoes were found during a search of the pair's Theberton home. The court was told the couple stole medical items from a Torrensville pharmacy and supermarket before entering a public bathroom to treat Mr. Aden's injuries. An intensive care paediatrician, Dr. Michael Young, was found at his Gilberton home with severe head and spinal injuries and died in the Royal Adelaide Hospital yesterday.
I think this has shocked South Australians to the core in a way that has become a bit too frequent in the last couple of weeks.
Dr. Young's family has released a statement saying they're absolutely devastated by his death, adding that it's left a hole in our hearts that will never be filled. The family says he was a wise and patient teacher and mentor to generations of aspiring intensive care doctors. Police initially suggested the attack on Dr. Young may have been linked to recent break-ins across Adelaide being investigated by Operation Mandrake, but that theory has now changed.
There's no other suspects being sought by detectives at this time, and they are not related to Operation Mandrake.
But police say no connection between the accused and the victim has been identified. Ms Davila and Mr Aiden have been charged with murder, aggravated serious criminal trespass and committing theft using force. Mr Aiden didn't make a bail application while Jacinta Davila's lawyers asked for bail, citing she had responsibility to care for her 8-month-old daughter. Mr Aiden appeared to have been treated for facial injuries with a bandage covering part of his head. While he showed little emotion, his co-accused, Ms Davila, was visibly distraught. Her matter will return to court on Friday next week to decide whether or not she'll be granted bail on home detention.
Australian defence personnel who've been training Ukrainian military recruits will be welcomed home as the Albanese government announces a $186 million expansion and extension of the Operation Kudu assistance mission. ADF personnel are providing critical skills to Ukrainian recruits as part of Operation Kudu to support Ukraine to defend against Russia's ongoing invasion. Since January, the ADF has helped to train more than 1,200 Ukrainian volunteers under the UK-led program known as Operation Interflex, which involves a dozen nations. Australia is proud to expand Australia's support for Operation Kudu, a mission that cements international solidarity for Ukraine, says Australian Defence Minister Richard Marles. No one ever wants to see their children in hospital, but for many kids across the country, spending months there is a reality. To ensure they don't fall behind in their education, a dedicated group of principals and teachers is now taking school lessons to them.
For the past 3 years, Peyton Allen has spent much of her young life in hospital. At just 7 years old, she was diagnosed with severe lupus.
When I first went there, I was only young. I was so bored. I only had I just had toys and that was it. I didn't know what to do. I was so sad.
Between treatment, tests and scans, there was a shining light in the form of on-site schooling.
Lisa, she came to me and she said, "Would you like to come to the school hospital?" I said, "Yes, please."
John Hunter Hospital School can be found deep in the corridors of the Children's Hospital in Newcastle. Some days more than a dozen students attend the school, other days just 2 or 3. And enrolment can last a few weeks or sometimes several years.
The teachers, including myself and our support staff, go and visit all the children that are aged between 5 and 18 years at their bedside. Those children that are well enough will come. We invite them to come to the schoolroom.
But some children aren't well enough to leave their hospital beds.
We have 2 ward teachers that go and visit and teach the students bedside.
Peyton's mother, Moya Allen, says it's been a long, hard journey, but the school's support has been immeasurable.
I don't even think supportive is the right word. They're more than supportive. They're our family. They're Peyton's family.
Education for children in hospital started 100 years ago, with the first hospital school opened at the Royal Alexandra Hospital in Camperdown. Today, there are 10 hospital schools in New South Wales, and John Hunter is one of only 2 outside Sydney.
John Hunter Hospital School is the size of a small classroom, but it services an area the size of the United Kingdom, with about 1,000 students from right across the Hunter and northern New South Wales attending each year.
All of our teachers have an enormous heart and have a passion for working in this setting.
A little school helping students through extraordinary times.
A new tropical tuna measure was adopted by the Western and Central Pacific Fisheries Commission 20th meeting, which concluded early Saturday morning in Rarotonga, Cook Islands. The measure will guide fishing controls for big eye, skipjack and yellowfin tuna in the WCPFC's jurisdiction and was one of the key proposals of the 17 member countries of the Foreign Fisheries Agency. It has been 8 years since the first Pacific-wide harvest strategy was agreed. The strategy includes a provision on the use of fish aggregating devices left behind by fishing vessels and which damage reefs or wash up on beaches. Having a tuna harvest strategy will help in the sustainable management of tuna stocks in the region, which are also the healthiest in the world. And that ends the news segment. Later in sports with Maricela, para Taekwondo and thrilling semi-finals set.
Without a doubt, you care for your loved ones. You want to keep them safe, whoever they may be with, wherever they may be, in the home or facing the world outside. Don't let anything stop you, not even bacteria. Protex helps protect your skin with natural extracts. Boosted with flaxseed oil, Protex helps eliminate 99.9% of bacteria for healthy skin. And with the power of natural goodness, you're ready to play every day. Protex, for the good health of your skin.
Strong like you, smart like me. I hope they don't break. Now surely look his son. This is Relaxo. Strong plus strength. Should I try him on you? No, please. I'll take them. Relaxo. Very strong, lasts long.
This Christmas, Digicel is making wishes come true with mega prizes and loads more cash. 3 grand cash prizes of 100,000, 50,000 or 30,000 kina. That's right, you can win 100,000 kina cash. Plus, there's also more amazing weekly prizes to win. Samsung Galaxy S22 smartphones, 5,000 kina in cash, water tanks, gem sets, and entertainment packs with Samsung TV, smartphone, Playbox, and 1-year free TV and mobile plan. So what are you waiting for? Just top up 5 kina or more, or buy any phone for your chance to win and make your wishes come true this Christmas. Only with Digicel.
For sportsmen and women, the internet can be a dangerous place. Filled with crackpots, show-offs, pranksters, and troublemakers.
It's time to go viral, America. You going?
So we compiled the greatest clips from the great outdoors and called it Viral Outdoors.
Welcome to MotoGP. To be a highly dramatic 18-lap Malaysian Grand Prix Moto2 started with...
So that's a very decent middle sector for the Alpine. They only half... Oh!
They have crashed! They've got into each other! What a start for Will Davison. Di Pasquale has been swamped.
Some of the biggest and most talented egos in sailing.
The two-time defending champions make it 2 in a row.
This December, discover new frontiers in health, freedom and cultural transformation. Embark on a journey across Asia with dedicated doctors delivering healthcare to the unreachable, leading the fight for better health.
How are you?
Organisations and businesses are leveraging on behavioural sciences to influence us. How can we seize control using similar techniques? Travel back to Singapore's swinging 60s and the age of cultural revolution and unravel the untold stories of 3 extraordinary women who reshaped the city's pop culture. This December on CNA, Understand Asia.
Thanks for staying with us. In sports, para Taekwondo is relatively a young sport in the country, but it has truly served its purpose with Kevin Bake and Serena Loy finding hope in these sports. President of Taekwondo in the country, Edward Casman, has seen so much potential in the sports, adding that Papua New Guineans are natural fighters and would do well in this sport.
Being former boxers, Kevin Bake and Serena Loy have found new life and hope, joining the PNG Para Taekwondo team under the guidance of passionate Taekwondo president Edward Casman. Kevin, who lost his arm in a car accident, joined the team early this year and has been in preparation for his debut in the Oceania Olympic qualifier next year. While praising the leadership of Edward Casman over the last few months in the training, Kevin is confident he can perform well at the Olympic events if he gets a chance to represent his country.
People have been looking at the able ones for a long time. Now please look at us, these disabled ones. I think we will do something in the Olympics if we are given a chance and sponsored by some previous companies.
Fellow para-taekwondo athlete Serena Loy, who is also a former boxer who lost his arm through natural cause, said this is an opportunity for him. It gives hope to him to contribute meaningfully to the country through this sport.
It's been a great opportunity for us, people like us, where people don't count us as there's a lot of discrimination about us people. So when this opportunity came, I feel like I'm counted in as an athlete of Papua New Guinea to be in that part, to take part in some other sports.
Para Taekwondo is relatively a new sport in the region and even in PNG. The fighters over the last 4 months have been in preparation for the Oceania Olympic qualification tournament in Solomon Islands in April in 2024.
Now, our athletes have 4 months to prepare to enter the Oceania Olympic qualification. That will be held in April in Solomon Islands. In lead up to that, we are now starting to prepare them. So they start preparations now.
Kasman urged business houses, corporate entities and interested individuals to support the Para Taekwondo team. Kasman said, "This is for a good cause because you are helping someone living with disability to contribute meaningfully to the society."
In a sensational display of skill and determination at the PNG Football Stadium in Port Moresby yesterday, Hekari United FC and Lae City Dwellers have emerged as the finalists for the Premier Soccer League after grouping semi-final clashes.
United FC secured their spot in the grand final in a heart-stopping encounter against Lae City FC. The regulation time ended with both teams level at 1-1, forcing the game into extra time. In a dramatic turn of events, Hekari United found the net in the second half of extra time, thanks to the magical touch of Yagi Yesasa. The final scoreline of 2-1 in favor of Hekari secured their place in the grand final. In the second semi-final, Lae City Dwellers faced a 1-0 deficit at halftime against Port Moresby Strikers, with Pascal Kundi scoring a header for the Strikers. Sensing the game slipping away, Dwellers coach Peter Gunemba strategically introduced Nigel Dabinyaba from the bench. Dabinyaba's presence on the field proved to be a game-changer, as underrated forward Matu Ben scored a brace, leading Lae City Dwellers to a 2-1 comeback victory. The grand final is now set, featuring an epic showdown between Hekari United FC and Lae City Dwellers at the PNG Football Stadium in Port Moresby this Saturday. Football enthusiasts eagerly anticipate witnessing the culmination of the Premier Soccer League as these two powerhouse teams vie for the prestigious championship title. Kaokiru Jr., TVWan Sports.
In the heart of the 2023 to 2024 season, the private company's netball competition is currently navigating round 2, with game 2 concluded on December 3rd and will resume in 2024. The remaining clashes of round 2 before concluding with outstanding games on December 10th, marking a brief hiatus until the action resumes on January 14, 2024.
The company's netball competition is in the heart of round 2 for the 2023 to 2024 season, with game 2 recently concluded on December 3rd. There was a notable increase in the number of participating teams this year. A remarkable 30 new teams joined, bringing the total to 129 teams distributed across 22 divisions, posing a huge challenge for the organizers. Despite the hurdles and strict adherence to regulations, teams have displayed commendable support and cooperation, ensuring the smooth progression of the competition. The next 3 games will determine the contenders who will advance to the finals. The competition is set to witness a thrilling display as teams gear up for the crucial matches. Looking ahead, the executives are already in preparation mode for the grand final and presentation night, emphasizing the significance of these concluding moments. As the private company's netball competition wishes all participants a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year in 2024, the executives convey a vital message: stay safe and maintain the exercise momentum to ensure fitness during the festive season. The courts eagerly await the return of players for the exhilarating conclusion of the season next year. Kaokiru Jr., TVWan Sports.
And that's all the sports news we have for tonight. We'll now have the weather forecast with Carol.
Southern region, isolated showers and thunderstorms. Port Moresby, partly cloudy with possible shower or two. Momase, isolated showers and thunderstorms scattered over Sepik provinces. Lae, partly cloudy with few evening showers. New Guinea Islands, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Lorengau and Kavieng, cloudy periods with few showers. Highlands, scattered morning fog, then scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. All centers, morning fog, clearing then partly cloudy with afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms. Ocean forecast. Coral Sea, seas slight to moderate with northwest to northeast winds of 10 to 20 knots. Coastal waters forecast. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 1.5 to 2 meters. And that ends another edition of TVWan News. Thanks for your company. Bye for now.
The TVWan News was proudly brought to you by BSP, our bank, our people.